All right, so what we're going to do here is that we're going to rewrite each equation in function notation, and then we're going to find f of 1 and f of a for each of these problems here. So the way that you write these in function notation is you first have to solve for y. That's what you want to do, is isolate the y variable. So let's do that first. I'm going to move this x squared term over. So we have negative 4y equals negative x squared plus 3. All right, and then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 4. So now I'm left with y equals negative x squared plus 3 all over negative 4. But let's see here. Since I have a negative here, you know what? We'll just do this instead. Let's just write this as two separate terms here. Watch, you'll see what I mean here. Let me write it like this instead. So let's do x squared over 4 minus 3 over 4. So watch this. Negative x squared all over negative 4 is a positive, right? Because a negative divided by negative. So that's why I get x squared over 4. And then a positive 3 divided by a negative 4 is a negative. So I'm going to write it like this now. All right? Okay, so we're supposed to rewrite this in function notation. So the first thing that you do is you first you isolate the y variable. So we have that. Now once you have the y variable isolated, you replace the y value with f of x. So now this becomes f of x now. So now we have f of x equals x squared over 4 minus 3/4. Okay, so that's the first part. That's how you write something in function notation, is you first have to isolate the y variable. Now we can find f of 1 and f of a just by plugging in now. So if I want to find f of 1, then I'm just going to put 1 right here. So 1 squared all over 4 minus 3 over 4, which is simply 1/4 minus 3/4, which is simply negative 2 over 4, which is then negative 1/2. Cool. And the other problem was find f of a. So that means just replace all of the x's with a. So it's a squared over 4 minus 3 over 4. And that's it, right? I mean, you can't combine a squared, with minus 3/4 or anything like that. So we're done with that guy. All right, so coming back up here, let's go ahead and do the same here. We're going to solve for y. So I'm going to subtract x squared on both sides. Those are gone. So I get y equals negative 2x squared plus 3. So now that the y variable is isolated, we can go ahead and now replace that with f of x. And that equals negative 2x squared plus 3. And now this is just a matter of plugging in 1 and plugging in a. So let's just go ahead and plug in 1. So f of 1 is negative 2 times 1 squared plus 3. All right, so the order of operations says we square first. So 1 squared is 1. So this is 1 right here. And then 1 times negative 2 is negative 2 plus 3, which is just 1. All right, so f of 1 is 1. And now if you plug in a, we're just going to replace the x with a. So I'm just going to replace this with a right here. So negative 2 times a squared plus 3. And that will be that guy.